Morning, everybody. So we are on the first day. This is the first Monday of the month. We'll look at our charts from the weekly point of view, and then we'll move straight to daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, and then we'll move on, which is 30 minutes. So what I'd like to say, I want to explain my chart first of all before I move on. What you're seeing on my screen now, this is just a normal indicator. It shows me the trend. What it stands for is the trend. So I just picked it somewhere. Just know that somewhere it is a custom indicator. You will not find it by default on indicator. But how it works is this: anytime this red means we have a trend downwards, and anytime it is green, it means we have a trend to the upper side. So as it is at the moment, what you can see now, GBP, there's an active downtrend. We're heading to the lower side. On the weekly, we have the same thing. Trend is massively to the lower side. The 4 hours, we have this. The 4 hours, this is what's happening. There's a minor active uptrend from this point. Price went up, and then there's a massive move to the lower side. So as it is at the moment, we have a trend to the lower side, but it has not been confirmed on the 4 hours. So there's a support here which, if price can successfully close below, then that will confirm that we are downwards. If price can go below this level, then that will mean we are continuing to the lower side. If price can close below this level here, then that will no doubt confirm that we are continuing. So therefore, you need to look for even more sell positions. So as it is, we are just waiting for something like this, for price to go below this level, then retrace back slightly so that we pick a sell that point to the lower side. If you are looking at this pair, probably you could have taken a sell from some few weeks. This is like 2 weeks ago. You are supposed to be in a sell from when that happened. You also have picked a buy from this point here. Then you also could have bought it there. There was a sell there. Then there was a buy there. Then we also had another buy there. So as the price is now, we want price to go below this level, trace back so that you can sell it from that point to the lower side. If you're looking at GBPSD, this is a sell. You should be looking for a sell as you're speaking. The 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we also have a downtrend. So this one, you could have sold it when this happened. This is the correct place to look for a sell from. You actually supposed to be in a sell. The past 2 hours, you're supposed to be in a sell, which is already making money. 30 minutes, we are still in a sell, but 30 minutes you could have sold it when that happened. 15 minutes, also in a sell. So overall, GBPSD is a sell. You ought to be in a sell even as you're speaking. So ensure you look for further sell positions. Keep looking for sell orders. And with those sell orders, you should have your take profit below around this level here. This is the target, 1.15288. So we basically want price may retrace upwards on the monthly chart. We may see a retracement up to 1.22193, but after that, price should go up to the next level, which is 1.58. So we'll move forward. We'll move to our next chart. That is Euro USD. So Euro USD so far has been bearish. Price keeps making lower lows and higher low and lower highs. This Euro USD is here. The daily, there's an active. Somehow we are starting to move to the upper side. What this green means is, if it can close green the way it is today, then that will mean possibly heading to the upper side. But there's a level here which is very significant, a very good support. This is a very, very, very good support. Support, a support, is a break. This is the correct place to look for a sell from. So if you're looking at this chart at the moment and you want to trade correctly, be sure to look for sell orders around 1.11310. Look for sell orders around this zone. Have your stop loss above there. Then your take profit needs to be here. So if you are trading this pair, you want to pick it correctly, be sure to look for sell positions. Look for sell orders around 1.11220. Have your stop loss. Then also have your take profit as I mentioned, which is here 1.8455. That's according to the daily. Hours, we are still bearish, but there's a move which started last week. There's an upward move which started here. Price has been upwards. Hours, the price has been continuing upwards, and it started from this point here. So this, in my opinion, we are likely to see price continuing upwards, but overally head to the lower side. On the 30 minutes, this is still bullish, so we expect price to proceed upwards. Somehow, look at this, we had this trend here. Price went up, continued higher, then somehow, as we're speaking, we are forming another buy. So if the current 30 minutes can closes like this, that this is green, then look for a buy on the next candle. Still downwards, we still have price. So there's a level here. We have a very good resistance which price needs to clearly ascend beyond. Price must break above that level, trace back, so that we can pick a buy from that point to the upper side. So if you are trading this at the moment, be sure to look for buy positions only when price goes beyond this level. If price breaks above that level, that will be the correct place to look for a buy from. So we move forward, move to our next chart, and that is, we'll move to USD JPY. On the daily chart. Daily chart, we are completely bearish. Price is heading massively to the lower side, as you can see. It's a spike downwards. We are still somehow to the lower side. Hours, there's still a very good bearish move. So this, in my opinion, is a sell. There is no point for looking on a buy from USD JPY. We are still massively downwards and ought to have sold it from this point here. If you are looking at this chart at the moment, be sure to look for sell positions. Keep looking for sell orders. Don't buy anything. Just keep looking for sell orders. That's the most important thing. Look for sell orders as long as we have price showing us downwards. So on the 1 hour, the trend is downwards. As you can see, we have price actually on the 1 hour. You're supposed to be in a sell from this point here. Sell. 30 minutes, we are still in a sell. So USD JPY is a sell. Look for sell orders. So we move forward to the next symbol, which is SP500. It's how SP500 looks. So far the trend is massively to the lower side. As you can see, we have this. We have taken a sell from this point, from this, with this pin bar here. We're supposed to be in a sell already. For us, the trend is still downwards. Now still have an active downtrend. So this is a very, very good sell. A very, very, very good sell. As long as we have price on the daily, we have price remaining below this indicator that it is still red in color. As long as it is red, we look for sell position. So I don't recommend you look for buy on this one, despite the fact that there's a buy on the weekly. This buy may be shifting sellers. So if you are looking at daily, look for a sell. Hours, still look for a sell. 30 minutes, still look for a sell. So I don't recommend a buy on SP500. Keep looking for sell positions. We'll move forward. Symbol which is Brent oil on the daily. Brent oil is bearish, so expect a sell on this one. We have a very good support which should act as a resistance. There's also a very good level here. So this is a very good support, a support. Price went below, somehow it's still lower. So this is a good place to look for a sell from. As long as we have price remaining below this zone there, we expect sellers to dominate up to somewhere around this point, 159.325. So look for sell orders. Have your pending sell limits. but your take profit needs to be here 59.325. Then 4 hours, we are still sellers, still an active downward trend, or still an active. So on the 1 hour, basically you should wait for price to go below this level. Wait for price to descend below this support, a clear breakout. Wait for that clear breakout. Then there should be a retracement, or you can pick a sell even lower. So if you are looking at this chart and you want to trade this pair correctly, this symbol correctly, be sure to wait for a break below, a retracement, a sell. So we'll move to the last symbol, which is gold. Gold is here. Gold, the overall trend is upwards. As you can see, we started actually being bullish from this point here. Price started being upwards from that point. So far, the trend has been massively to the upper side, and we even went above this level, a very good resistance. So what this simply means is price needs to pull back up to the same level. We technically want price to retrace back up to this level, 1447.52. We want price to make a retracement. So that we can pick a buy from that point to the upper side. So if you are trading this symbol and you want to do this correctly, be sure to wait for a retracement up to the support. So wait for price to retrace back up to that support, then pick a buy from that point to the upper side. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of this market overview. If you have any questions, just feel free to post them under the chat options. So on the right hand side of it, there's the top chart where you can give your response. Kindly if you're listening to this, just give your own view of whatever you're listening to. Write something, just even if it's a greeting, just write something, ask any question, feel free to ask for any clarification. If there's anything you need to know, please let me know. Thank you very much. See you again tomorrow at the same time.